You think you know Zelda lore? Think again. What if I told you the hero's shade isn't just a ghostly mentor, but a tragic figure whose true story has been hiding in plain sight for decades? We're diving deep into the whispers of Hyrule, uncovering secrets about characters like the fierce deity that Nintendo never explicitly told us, but left clues for us to find. The Legend of Zelda series has never told its story in a straightforward way. Instead, Nintendo buries the truth beneath implication, symbolism, and silence. To understand its deepest secrets, you have to listen not to what the games say, but to what they refuse to say. Let's start with the hero's shade. When we first encounter him in Twilight Princess, he's unsettling. A towering skeletal warrior, cloaked in regret, appearing only in hidden places. He calls himself the spirit of a swordsman who failed to pass on his techniques. And already, that alone is strange. Why would a hero, chosen by fate, fail so completely that his soul could not rest? Nintendo never names him, but they don't need to. The hero's shade knows techniques only one Link could have mastered. He recognizes the Triforce of Courage instantly. He speaks not as a stranger, but as someone who has walked this path before. And most telling of all, his form mirrors that of a Stalfos, something said to be created when a lost soul becomes trapped in the Lost Woods. Now remember something crucial. The hero of time spent years wandering those woods as a child. The implication is chilling. After the events of Ocarina of Time, Link is sent back to his childhood, carrying memories of a future that no longer exists. He warns Zelda, prevents Ganondorf's rise, and in doing so, erases himself from history. In this new timeline, he is never celebrated, never remembered, never recorded. He saved the world, and no one ever knew. That alone would break most people. But it gets worse. In Majora's Mask, we see the aftermath of that decision. Link searches endlessly for Navi, the one companion who truly understood him. Instead, he finds Termina, a world trapped in a 3-day cycle of despair, where no matter what he does, everyone forgets. Reset after reset, failure after failure. Masks created from the souls of the dead. This isn't just a side story, it's a psychological descent. And at the center of it all is Majora's Mask. Majora isn't just evil, it's hungry. It feeds on grief, fear, and loss. And as Link collects masks, he absorbs those emotions too. Every transformation requires surrendering his body, his voice, his identity. Until finally, he obtains the fierce deity's mask. Nintendo's official description is intentionally vague. A mask that contains the memories of all people. But memories don't wield divine power. The fierce deity is something else. Its design is telling. The eyes resemble Link's, but hollow. Its armor looks ceremonial, almost godlike, yet incomplete. And most disturbingly, it can only be used in boss rooms, places of extreme emotional suffering. Why? Because the fierce deity isn't a blessing. It's a manifestation. Many believe it represents the hero of time's suppressed rage, not the pure courage of a child, but the fury of someone who sacrificed everything and received nothing in return. A being born not of balance, but of imbalance. A god created by regret. Now consider this. The hero's shade claims his life ended with unresolved purpose. The fierce deity represents power without peace. And neither exists in the present timeline of Twilight Princess. They are remnants, echoes. What if the hero of time didn't just fade into obscurity, but fractured? What if part of him became a lingering spirit, desperate to pass on his skills, while another part ascended into something far more dangerous? Nintendo never confirms this, but they don't deny it. Instead, they repeat a theme across the series. Heroes are not rewarded. They are used. Look at the ancient heroes. Look at the Sheikah monks, sealed alive in shrines. Look at the champions of Breath of the Wild, trapped for 100 years inside divine beasts. Hyrule doesn't honor its saviors, it consumes them. And Link? Link never speaks, perhaps because his role was never to live, only to endure. The unspoken lore of Zelda suggests that the cycle of hero, princess, and demon king is not a blessing. It's a curse, a system designed to reset the world at the cost of a single soul, every time. The hero shade is what happens when a hero survives the cycle. The fierce deity is what happens when that survival twists into something divine and monstrous. And maybe that's why Nintendo keeps these truths hidden. Because Zelda isn't a story about victory. It's a story about sacrifice, about forgotten heroes, and about the terrible price of saving the world. And if you listen closely, Hyrule is still whispering those truths to anyone willing to hear them.